January 2011, Core 1, Question 7. Find the coordinates of the point where the curve crosses the x-axis. Well, it crosses the x-axis when y equals 0. So x upon 9 minus x squared equals 0. X equals 0, or x squared equals 9. When we take the square root, we need to be careful here to show both the positive and negative solution, so plus or minus 3. We're interested in the turning points of the curve y equals 9x minus x cubed, so the first thing I'm going to do is differentiate. I get 9 minus 3x squared. At the turning points, dy dx equals 0. So 3x squared has to equal 9. X squared has to equal 3. X would be plus or minus root 3. I'm going to use the first form of the equation, so y equals x upon 9 minus x squared. So when x equals root 3, y equals root 3 upon 9 minus 3. So that's 6 root 3. And when x equals minus root 3, y equals minus root 3 upon 9 minus 3. So that's minus 6 root 3. We must now determine the nature of the turning points, and to do that I need the second differential. 9 differentiates to give 0, which leaves us with minus 6x. So at the point root 3, 6 root 3, d2y dx squared is minus 6 root 3 less than 0, so that is a maximum. At the point minus root 3 minus 6 root 3, d2y dx squared is plus 6 root 3 greater than 0, so we have a minimum. The final part, we're asked to sketch the curve, so I need to bring together all of the information from the previous questions. We have the maximum point, the minimum point, and where it crosses the x-axis. And in this case I also want to know where it crosses the y-axis. So when x is 0, y is 0. I always start these curves by drawing the basic shape, and that is a negative cubic. I want my minimum to be at minus root 3 minus 6 root 3, and I want my maximum to be at root 3, 6 root 3. Curve has to cross the x and y axes at x equals 0, y equals 0, and we have a crossing at 3 and minus 3.